Hi everyone, Dolly's here. How are you? Thank you for joining me. The other day I uploaded this card into Instagram and I got a great feedback from everyone. You guys love the way it was colored. This is my cheat sheet watercolor. It was the first card that I did showcasing the amazing X times X side by side by the rabbit hole designs. This set is pretty special because all profits are going to go to help people that have been either in accidents or families that have been in side-by-side accidents. Get more information at the rabbit hole designs. But this is what we're going to be recreating. It is super easy. I hope you find it interesting. I really wanted to show, I think the most important thing about this technique is how to learn which are the best inks to use for this technique. Today I'm going to be using the other off-road vehicle. This one, isn't it cute? Looking different ways. I will be using the Snail Mail stamp by the rabbit hole. It's TRH 106, just to show you how to test which is your best bet for an ink. Okay, I'm putting it in a block. You can do it in your Misty, you can do it in block. Before I go ahead, you're gonna need a dropper or water, inks, paintbrushes. Very important for the actual technique. You want to try to have some type of stamping platform. You could do it with a block, but it's a lot harder, okay? So I'm gonna condition this stamp because I haven't used it yet. It's so cute. Okay, so first of all, you are looking for dye inks. Pigment inks are no good for this, okay? And you want something that actually bleeds a lot of ink. How do you know if it's gonna bleed a lot of ink? Well, you test it. So I'm gonna stamp half of this guy in this purple. The other half, I'm gonna stamp it in a color called Orchid. Okay. I'm gonna stamp it. Pull it out. I'm gonna get some water here. I like using a droplet to contain my water. I'm gonna get a paintbrush. Doesn't matter if it's a flat brush, if it's, well, actually this one wasn't even clean. So let me clean my brush, sorry about that. Put more water. Okay, that's better. And I'm gonna just brush. See how the purple just, look at how beautifully that bleeds, right? Okay, we're gonna go on the orchid side. The orchid side is bleeding a little bit, but not as much. And there's a lot of water in here, and this is just plain paper. I'm gonna give it a close up. So you see? So that orchid, which was one of the ones that I used for the original card, right here, really likes to bleed. So this would be an excellent ink to use for this technique. Well, let's try another one. I forgot to grab my chamois. Let me clean up my stamp. My chamois is really dirty. I need a new one. Okay, I'm gonna try pink and raspberry. Pink, raspberry, stamp, right? Grab some water. Start with the pink side. It's moving a lot better than the orchid did. Oh, the red moves beautifully. Okay. Okay. Clean up my stamp. I'm gonna try the brick, which I am guessing the brick it's gonna be a fabulous bleed. Reds, purples, and dark blues tend, well, mostly blues, tend to be some of the best for this technique. Yellows and oranges are not so great because they don't bleed that much. Okay, this is just my color brick. I stamp it. And I can tell this is going to be good because look at how it's already bleeding where it was a little wet. Oh, I'm going to add water. Oh, and this brick red bleeds orange. How fantastic. What a nice surprise. I kind of like that. Okay, so now the idea would be from those ones that bleed the most, to be purple, the red, the brick orange. Well, the brick that kind of looks orange. What color do you want to put together? That's a good one. I wasn't expecting that brick to go so orange. So let me think about it. I am thinking that maybe a pink, purple, raspberry car. What do you guys think? Or do you guys just want to try the brick? You can do two. Okay. So, see? Okay. I already put my car stamp into my Misty. And you know what? I'm going to go with brick. Why not? Because then I could add some browns if I wanted to darken it up, which is what I did here. Originally, I stamped the buggy in teal blue, and then this areas that you see darker, I introduced purple, and it just mixed. It had a beautiful mix. Okay, again, I am not stamping on watercolor cardstock, but you could if you wanted to. So it's up to you. Okay. I'm gonna put my card, hold it there. I'm gonna stamp. Okay. I'm glad with that. It does not need to be a perfect stamp. Why? Because we're gonna mess it up. Yes, it's gonna be messy. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Oh, much better. Okay, I tend to do this a lot, and I test to see how much water is on my brush, and I'm gonna start coloring. Do you see how? Seriously, super easy. And it's okay if your lines get muddy. That's okay. Like, I'm gonna leave a highlight here. I'm trying to stay in my lines more or less. Here, I'm gonna try to drag a little bit of that red down below, just to make the buggy kind of ground itself. Okay. Okay. That is my layer one. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna clean. You know what? I'm gonna actually add more of that brick color. And I want more of that brick color on the front of my body only for now. Okay, stamp again. Again, the paper is wet, right? So you are going to get some beautiful, beautiful wicking. And it's okay, people. It is perfectly fine. Breathe in, breathe out. If you don't want that type of... so again, we're just using regular paper. And now I'm trying to contain, like bringing the water just to add some shadows, okay? Do you see I'm like staying away from some areas and dragging a little bit more here, a little bit more there, okay? In this case, I would move my Misty a little. And this is where I like having my dropper. You can still see this, right? My dropper. I bring my ink, same color, still using the brick, okay? And I'm gonna drop tiny bits. You see it? Nothing, like I'm not being, like if you're looking for a look that is like super watercolory, messy, this is it. If you're looking for something that is gonna give you like some super straight lines, this is not it. Even though at the end, you'll be surprised what you get. So do not give up on it. I started painting with Karen Campbell's videos, and I love that she always saying, do not give up on the ugly face. Everything has an ugly face. Do not give up on the ugly face. We might be getting to that ugly face here because it's getting really buckly. Remember, I'm just using regular paper here, okay? So this is gonna get a little out there, okay? Kind of like it. What do you guys think? Yeah? Okay. My next step here would be to dry this up. Let me grab my heat gun. I apologize. Couldn't find my quiet one. There you go. I know. Okay, hopefully I will remember to speed up that drying process because we don't like watching just paper dry or grass grow, right? I'm gonna put my image back in. It is gonna be buckled, yes. So it might be off, yes. Actually, it's still a little wet, so I might not get this perfectly. Oh, I just wanted to show you. You see how blurry my lines are? By the way, I love it right now. This is so cool. That color really surprised me, and I actually like it a lot. I'm still debating if I want to do a black line or brown. I think brown would look so amazing. Here's the deal. The brown that I am gonna use is by Vivid too. Oops, sorry. It's by Vivid, which means we just realized these are super reactive with the water, right? So I'm gonna make want to make sure that it's super dry, so I give it up extra little bit because I could feel that it was a little bit cool. If your paper is cool, you are dealing with water, it means it's not dry. It's as simple as that. Remember, cool paper or cool or cold paper, it is not dry, my people. Have patience or use your heat gun because you will not be happy with this. Okay, so this technique, we can stop here. You can put this inside of a big book to flatten it out. You could just put a layer of glue and just put a few layers of nice thick cardstock and it will flatten it out. Whichever way. Some people like to put it through their cutting machines just to flatten it out. That's perfect. I don't care. I don't mind. I'll deal with it later. Right now, I'm gonna stamp again. I usually stamp with something that is waterproof. Okay. I'm going to stamp over. Yes, I am doing it. I am stamping over the image that I just colored and I said I loved. Okay. This might not be perfect. Why? Because the paper is wackled. It's okay with this technique, okay? It is fine and you'll see it. Because your lines underneath are so blurry that it will give you a 3D effect. Do you see it? Is that not the coolest thing ever? Could you do this in watercolor paper? Yes. The fun part about doing it in watercolor paper is that right now I could stamp that brown and go with my paintbrush and put more water into it. And my paper will be happy with it because watercolor paper likes water. This paper, not so much. But this is the look that I wanted. I wanted something that was striking. And I think we achieved that. Don't you think? Okay, again. This is the side-by-side stamp set. It's a 6x8 stamp set by the Rabbit Hole Designs. It is an exclusive stamp, which means that you will only find it at the Rabbit Hole Design store. Isn't it beautiful? And I will, if you use my code, I have a code. I'll share it in the comments in the description here. So use my code. It helps me. It's an affiliate link. It's no extra cost to you. You get 4 buggies. You get tons and tons and tons of sentiments. They're all off-roading related. Here is the original card. This is the one that I just made. Oh, one more thing. So this one, when I was coloring this, I stuck my paper, my thin paper, into a my Sweet Petunia sticky mat, and that made it so when I over stamped it again, you see how perfect those lights are on top of the other. So you could do it like that and then you won't get that double line. But I actually like the double line so much. I did it in another card, and when I had that little oops, I adored it because now it kind of looks like it's a 3D. Well, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. If you like, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hopefully more videos will be coming your way. The desert background is also by the Rabbit Hole Designs. It's brand new. It's at the stores. And what I did was I stamped it with black soot, distress ink. And then the same thing. I used a paintbrush, but I was very, very conscious in not using a lot of water. And then I added way more black soot here on the bottom to add my shadows. Okay. Have a good day. Bye.